this video. We ride a helicopter for the first time ever. But first, at the start. So, we're at Phillip Island, Melbourne, Australia, and it's a popular day trip for people who live in Melbourne. We are climbing into a helicopter over here, and this type of helicopter is called a bubble helicopter. This is because it's got a massive window at the front, and we can see everything, like almost everything. The window goes from our head all the way to our feet. So right now I'm just going through the safety procedures, like putting on a headset and also putting my seatbelt on. So the arm there was just the pilot teaching me how to open and close the door, and he's talking us through all the safety procedures and making sure we have our seatbelt and headset on. On the left of the screen is our parents waving to us and hoping us a good journey. And we are actually the first ones to go on the helicopter, and our parents are going to be going on next. Now the people that took us onto the helicopter are walking away, and we're getting ready for takeoff. So this is probably one of the best moments of our life so far. We are taking off into the air and staying in the air for more than 5 seconds. So the helicopter, the rotor engines are going faster and you can hear it, and we are in the air. So that's our parents over there waving to us. We take a right and we're off. So we're flying over some fields now, and every second that we talk, we're getting higher and higher. And at the end of this video, we'll be flying around 4,000 meters in the air. It's amazing. So on the left, you can see all the residents, and down there's some farms. Most of this trip, we're going to be flying over the sea, and the highlight of this trip is going to be the Grand Prix Court of Phillip Island. There's even a mini go-kart track that resembles it. So this is Arnav sitting at the back with our family friend, and he's looking really cute with that massive headset on his tiny head. So I'm going to tell you a little bit more about Phillip Island. Phillip Island is an Australian island which is about 140 kilometers south of Melbourne, Victoria. Some of the popular things that people like to do on Phillip Island is visit the wildlife park, watch the penguin parade which happens at night and is very popular at Phillip Island, visit the Nobby Centre, and there's also an island called Churchill Island, visit the Koala Reserve, and there's also a nature parks. And of course, lots of people like to have a ride on the helicopters. So the reason that we're using headsets are to communicate with the pilot and make sure the noise from the helicopter don't come inside our ears, as it's really noisy and we possibly couldn't even talk to each other while we're inside. This is really important and it's really helpful too. So now I'm going to go over the more technical part of the trip. The price of these helicopter rides vary from $90 to $420, and the one that we went on was $90, which is really cheap compared to other helicopter rides that we found. So it covers the Grand Prix circuit and any other thing that we wanted to choose. It goes for around 8 minutes, which was perfect for us kiddos. Then the most expensive one was $420, and that goes for around 42 minutes. So this is if you're staying there for a long time and you really want to enjoy Phillip Island. The rides in between this vary from $125 to $350, and they go from around 12 minutes to 36 minutes, which is good for people who want to go in between and don't want to go too long or too less. And of course, all of these rides cover different places, and the first one covers the least and the last one covers all of the places on Phillip Island. At this moment, we're flying over the highlight of this trip, the Grand Prix race court. Next to it is actually a mini go-kart court that looks exactly like it, and I find that really fascinating and really cool too, as people can experience what it's like except on go-karts. Here's an outside view of us landing. For safety reasons, nobody was near us when we were landing, but they came to collect us after. The landing was a bit bumpier than I thought, but it was still enjoyable. And now they come and collect us, and the helicopter's still running, as they'll be doing another helicopter ride for another person after us. So they're going to collect us while it's moving, and we had to do some safety precautions like not going near the back of the helicopter to make sure that we don't get hit. So here we are coming out, taking off our headsets and removing our seatbelts. And there's Arnav on the side walking in. Here are a few pictures that we took from the trip. This was truly an experience we could never ever forget.